Yo, diggity dogs, it's me, AGBs. Welcome back to another video, and welcome to my review of the 2026 Backlash. I think it was a pretty good pay-per-view, all to be considered. There was a lot of stuff. Some matches were a little bit disappointing, but that's just because I think I had bigger expectations to a pay-per-view that honestly wasn't really like anything crazy. Like nothing crazy really happened. Except maybe the Danhausen and John Cena announcement, which I will get to. But if you are new here, I recommend that you subscribe to this channel because I will be posting on Wednesdays, and I always post shorts on Raw and SmackDown as they're going on, or the night after or the morning after if I can't get to watch it that night. But I always end up making some reviews or some observations of the show. So if you like hearing some people's thoughts and theories on stuff, I'm your guy. So leave a like, subscribe, and also hit that bell. Hit that bell for me because I always like hearing that bell. And anyways, let's get straight into Backlash. So, the first match on the card was Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the US title. And this match was really fun. Lil Yachty was in Trick's corner, and I feel like that, man, this is one of my favorite pairings so far in all of WWE right now. Like, just in general, Lil Yachty adds so much to Trick. Not that like Trick needs him. It's just that he's not someone who's taking, too much out of this storyline. If anything, he's adding to it, and it's very fun. Like last Friday with the gingerbread man and him rising up and revealing to be Lil Yachty. They did have some cane shenanigans, some candy cane shenanigans with the kendo stick. And yeah, there was a lot of false endings. Like, a lot of times there was times where, like, Lil Yachty ended up hitting Sammy with the kendo stick, or Sammy hitting Trick with the kendo stick while the ref was distracted. A lot of heel shenanigans from Sami Zayn, and Trick kind of evening the odds. Well, Trick or Lil Yachty. But once again, Trick Williams has retained the title in a very fun, very exciting match. A great way to open the pay-per-view. And I'm very excited to see where this goes. Sammy didn't necessarily clearly turn heel, but he did, do some very mischievous mustache twirling things on this pay-per-view and in this match. So ultimately, I'm kind of more interested in Trick facing someone else. I mean, shoot, can we bring back Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, some guys who actually were like workhorses of this division? I really want to see those two face off against Trick. That'd be really fun, especially Carmelo Hayes, because they have history, a lot of history on NXT. If you know, you know. But yeah, this was a great match. Honestly, I'm not gonna rank it, but like out of 10, because like I couldn't tell you what it'd be out of 10. I'm not a Dave Meltzer. I just like wrestling. I love wrestling. Let's correct that. But anyways, let's get on to the second match. And the one that I'm really surprised was the second match, but honestly, my predictions for this expectation of the mystery partner could not be further wrong. But to be fair, I did make that prediction before SmackDown, and SmackDown already made like a solution to Danhausen's problem. And the Minihausens showed up. Well, one Minihausen showed up for the match itself. There was a specific part of the match where Kit Wilson threw him back into the box, and the box started working again. And then when it like knocked down, a bunch of the other Minihausens came. That's the only way I'm going to call them anything else except the Minihausens. Also, can I just say the one like Minihausen that was in the match had like the coolest Danhausen mask I have ever seen. I saw it on Instagram later, like just the mask itself. It looks so cool. I love masks so much, and that one was really cool. Also, for Minihausen himself, like he was moving so good in the ring. Like, oh my goodness. Could he just be his tag team partner? Would it be weird if Danhausen and Minihausen were a tag team? Like, come on. Doink had Dink. Like, come on. You know, also, like I said, good match. I think it was really fun. I think every pay per view should have a mixture of things for every wrestling fan because there's serious and like thrilling matchups, and then there's goofy, thrilling matchups. Matchups that have like very fun entertainment style wrestling in the sense of goofy shenanigans and stuff like that. And that's what this match was. And oh my gosh, it delivered, like I said. So ultimately, it's a great match. Also, I completely forgot to mention Danhausen himself had a spectacular performance. I hope they. It really sucks that he's this talented because with the goofy character that he plays, it'd be hard for me to see him as a champion, but I really want to see that down the line, like very far down the line. But I would love to see Danhausen as the United States champion or whatever, because I feel like the man behind the gimmick is so talented in the ring and on the mic, and just he's just very entertaining. And you know, this match ended kind of with well, not the match, but they were on the ramp, all of them, all the Housens you could ever ask for, and they turned off the lights and we're still there. It's hard to coordinate when you got like freaking 10 people. So ultimately, I can't blame you there. So that was the match. A really fun match. And it was a really good contrast from a very serious feud between Sammy and Trick. Well, I say serious, but you know, candy canes and gingerbread mans. I guess more tonally serious during the match than this one. We're gonna get to more serious ones down the line, but this was a great match. Anyways, now on to Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. This match was it was very fun. This is the more serious one that we were looking for after, like, you know, after you get a taste of the Danhausens and the gingerbread candy cane shenanigans, you get this very serious tonal match. And I think this was the first match of the ESPN 1 thing. ESPN 2 had like Danhausen and the United States title match. But it doesn't matter to me because I have a VPN and I watched it on Netflix. Anyways, this match was fun. I had so much fun watching this match. There, of course, was some Vision shenanigans. And with those Vision shenanigans, Seth unfortunately lost this match. But it was very fun to see like the very closing like moments of this match because there was a lot of like times where it was like, oh, is Seth gonna win? Oh, is Braun gonna win? It was very fun. Very fun to see. I distinctly remember a suplex, Rollins suplex into a Falcon Arrow, except when Rollins did the superplex off the top rope and they got back up, Braun hit him with the Falcon Arrow. So it was very interesting. Obviously, the jumping clothesline to the announce table. I'm trying to think of like all the moments. There were a lot of moments. It's hard for me to think of like all the moments, especially when this thing happened like hours ago and I have like full rest. But anyways, I did love this match. Very good match. I not much of a critiquer. I do have a critique at the end though, just because I had a big prediction for the main event. But anyways, Yes, Braun Breaker won this match, and I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen next for Seth Rollins and the Vision. And mainly Braun Breaker. I fully expected this to kind of be a long feud, so that's probably going to be the plan, but who knows? Who knows? Anyways, let's get straight on into Io Sky versus Asuka, which was good. I mean, close it right there. Obviously, I'm being a smartass. But anyways, this match was really good as well. I gotta come up with different words. This was extravagant. This is extravaganza. It was a very good match. I really liked it. And one of the main things that people are talking about and asking questions about is Asuka leaving WWE or retiring? Because the way she posted like something on Instagram that people were kind of like, "Oh, is this like it for you?" And the way that Asuka, reacted at the end of this match, she kind of was like, she looked like she was like ready to call it quits, kind of. She was very happy, and of course, Io and her finally embraced. So I think the feud is officially done. Um, but overall, the emotions here kind of scream either a little break for Asuka or she's leaving, slash maybe even retiring. So it's going to be interesting to see like what the outcome of this match is, because at the end of the day, this whole feud was a mess, and I'm kind of glad it just ended on a good note for the most part. We didn't see any. We saw no Kyrie, which I also was kind of expecting. Doesn't mean I'm disappointed that it didn't happen. I kind of fully expected it wasn't going to happen, but I was like, there was a little part of me that just was hoping. But no. But it was a really good match. I mean, it's Asuka and Io. You're bound to have a great match with either one of them, so having both is going to be amazing. But yeah, that was the match, and I really enjoyed it. Now, before the main event, John Cena came out and talked to the audience. And one of the main things he was talking about was the John Cena Classic. And it seems like it's one of those tournaments that's like, he mentioned it was like, for you the fans, you the fans decide who wins. You decide who takes the, brings the love and interest to you, and who do you believe is the greatest. He also said something about a new title, which I love you, John, but unless it's the freaking spinner belt, I don't want it. Now, I'm really worried about that because I have a weird feeling that it's just going to be like the greatest Royal Rumble title, where we saw that shit like one time and never saw it again. Still the longest reign in WWE history. Well, I guess Braun Strowman. Would it end if he left the company and come back like the I don't know how title reigns work. But anyways, I'm really excited to see what happens. I hope it's. I do and kind of don't hope that it's a regular title. I do, because it would be really cool to have this, like, challenge in tournament mean something for the title, and maybe having a title that has a bit of a stipulation of open challenge or something like that. I don't know, because that's just something that like seems like John Cena. And if you were to ask me early on who the heck I would say would win this tournament, I'm going to tell you right now, the crowd already kind of gave me the answer, and kind of gave me the like feeling that this was the reason why this was brought up in the first place, was Obafemi. Because John Cena mentioned, like, the last match, his last pay-per-view, pay-per-view. Saturday night's main event being about the future. And ultimately, this tournament kind of is to show the future. So I feel like we're gonna get the Ethan Pages, the Javon Evans, the Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, and oh my gosh, just those people alone would be so fun. It would be so fun to see any of them face anyone. And obviously Obafemi. Maybe even Royce Keys. Ooh. Finals, Royce Keys versus Obafemi. Ooh! Ooh! Ah! I would love to see that match. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what the outcome of this will be. I feel like early on that Obafemi is probably going to be the one winning this match or this tournament. Now on to the main event, which was Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This match, it was good. It was good. I'm going to tell you that right now. It was I know I'm saying good a lot, but it was good. Wasn't what I was expecting. I'm not going to lie to you. Obviously, I had this whole like plan or idea that was going to happen where the Usos were going to interfere and Roman was going to be like, go away. I'm doing this on my own. So go away. Have Jacob, take advantage and then have stuff happen with shenanigans with the Usos. And I'm actually really surprised that something didn't happen, like completely. So Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns won. And it was very interesting the way that he won because he basically was hit with the Tongan death grip for a while. And as he was like moving around the ring, he grabbed the ref and stuff and also grabbed the turnbuckle and ripped it off. And end up simultaneously at some point smashing Jacob into the turnbuckle, the exposed one. And then I think he hit him with a spear. And then, yeah, he hit him with a spear and won the match. And Jacob was not very happy about it. So ultimately, he hit him with the Tongan death grip multiple times on the ground. No interference, which is what kind of weirds me out. That the Usos after the match did not come out at all. Like, even if Roman Reigns tells them not to come out, they will come out always. But in this situation, they didn't, and I'm so confused as to why they didn't. Obviously, Zilla Fatu did not show up. I was kind of expecting him not to, so I'm not very upset about that. But yeah, that's how it ended with. I don't know if you heard that, but anyways, yeah, Jacob Fatu definitely has shown that this is not over yet, and that he is going to be hunting for that title. And the way Roman Reigns talked at like the post segment with, I think it was, what did he say? He said that Jacob Fatu is not going to be. Oh, is he going to try to like politic to get Jacob Fatu out of WWE? Because it sounds like it. It's either that or he's going to try. They're going to have a rematch at some point. Maybe with stipulations like bloodline rules. Please don't. I don't want to see that. But yeah, that was your pay-per-view. With Jacob Fatu standing tall and seemingly just beginning this rivalry. So, I loved it. I never really had bad points. My expectations were probably a little bit too high because, we had Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and Night 1 and Night 2 at WrestleMania. So ultimately, I just was filled with a bunch of stuff that happened. I completely forgot about the fact that, like, a lot of pay-per-views that weren't the major ones kind of just are normal. And you know what? Having those constant like high expectations for matches and stuff like that and returns and stuff ultimately made this pay-per-view less than I expected, which isn't a bad thing. It's just that I should just, whew, especially when it comes to Backlash. But, it's whatever. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the pay-per-view as well, because I really did. I really did. Like I said, expectations were a bit too high, and ultimately what we got was not bad at all. I'm very excited to see the outcome of everything on Raw and SmackDown. Well, mostly Raw. No offense, SmackDown. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and join the family, because I'm so happy that we hit over 100 subscribers, and I am so happy. It means so much to me, guys. And you guys might not think that 100 means anything, but I want to let you know that it means so much to me. So thank you so much. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, because you are some of the most important people in the world. But with that, sorry, I didn't think I was going to get teary yet. With that, Yo-Yo Diggity Dogs, AJ Beast is out.